Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. My friends, I want to give you here an update on Plug Power, ticker PLUG. Yeah, we have here some very important news and an announcement which we have to discuss here in this video. It will affect the price, guys, and yeah, I give you here now, of course, my chart prediction to the upside and the downside. We always have the bear and the bull case scenario. Everything what I say here is, of course, not financial advice. This is my opinion based on the chart. Yeah, guys, when we have a quick look in the chart, Plug Power is very close to the zone where I want the price to be, which means the buying liquidity zone. When we check here the quick chart here before enabling the drawings, we know that we have here a lot of upside potential. One indicator for that is that we have here open gaps, $2.07, $2.40, $3.41, and so on. Of course, that is not guaranteed that we close these gaps. Usually the chance that we close open gaps is about 90%. But now we have the situation that Plug Power is diluting the stock and they made a new announcement. So when we have a quick look here at my drawings, what I mean with we are becoming very close here to my liquidity zone. We have here this trend channel pattern for Plug Power. The last time that we retested this uptrend channel here was back here in 2018, and we are very close. You can see also here 2018 and 2017, and the result, as soon as we hit here this kind of trend channel bottom, the result was that Plug Power immediately squeezed here 280%. And for the next squeeze, guys, in 2018, I need to zoom out because that was the massive short squeeze which we had here up to $75. Yeah, guys, $75, that was nice, but now we are back at $1.70. And the reason for that is that we traded here in this trend channel pattern, and you can see that we're building here something like a wedge. This wedge pattern is already over, so we're trading sideways, and as I said, this was the accumulation downtrend channel pattern, but here, this here is the uptrend channel pattern. And now, guys, 2018 is already 5 years ago, and now we start here to maybe touch again this trend channel bottom, which is around $1.50. That's why technically for me it looks very good for Plug Power. That is exactly what I expect here, that we have a touch point. The algos need to create here some panic and shakeouts, and the open gaps to the upsides are very bullish. There is one thing which is not bullish, guys. One thing, yeah, and this is we have one open gap at 15 cents. There is an open gap at 15 cents, which means technically, yeah, just when we focus here on algos, yeah, I don't talk about fundamentals, it is possible that Plug Power comes down to 15 cents. That is usually necessary that the algos close the open gaps. That can take years, yeah, that can take 10 years, 20 years. Technically, it's possible. Usually, when a stock is not diluting, yeah, and we have a very strong uptrend, then of course that should maybe not happen, or happen, as I said, maybe in 10-15 years. But now we have to talk about the actual situation for Plug Power, which I show you here right now. So before we dive in, guys, Plug Power is a short squeeze stock. I love to talk about short squeeze stocks here on my channel. Plug Power is one of them, but with the information which I show you today, it might be difficult to see here a big short squeeze. What is not difficult, guys, is to catch short squeezes in the market, since we have here every week short squeezes, guys. Here one of my Patreon swing trade alerts which I just posted here squeezed now 709% yesterday, guys, so a massive squeeze. Also the algo landing zone where I expected the price to go was hit here by the last price move, guys, and this is what I also tried to do here. I tried to predict short squeezes. We had also one more Patreon swing trade squeeze of almost 800%. So the market gives and takes, and yeah, related to this trades the market gives. And of course I also release here every Sunday my so-called hot stocks. These tickers here have also very high squeeze potential. I cannot give you any guarantee, guys, yeah, don't get me wrong, but we have here a lot of potential, and I predicted a lot of squeezes already here on my channel. And if you want to see those short squeeze stocks, guys, you can join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. This is where all the members joining in every day, guys, and we have here a lot of member benefits for you. And if you also want to join in, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader, please click here the info card in the corner to get access to the Patreon member link. Yeah, guys, chart-wise, everything fine, everything perfect. I think we can see here one touch point at $1.50, and then we could see here a very, very nice technical reaction for Plug Power, but we have to talk about what is going on behind the scenes. And what I'm talking about is this, guys. We have now here an increasement of short interest. Plug Power is 30% short. This is very, very high. This is a very high short interest. In numbers, that means we have 238 million shares short, and the short interest has been increased. Why, guys? Why is that? So let's check that very quick here. The actual short interest here, or the float, let's start with the float, is 779 million shares, and from these 779 public tradable shares, 238 million shares are short, which means 30% of the float. So why is that, guys? We had here 27% short interest, now we have 30%, so the short sellers increased. You see they covered here some shares, and now from 204 million shares, they increased the short interest to 238 million shares. Why is that? What happened, guys? I mentioned that already before in some of my videos. Plug Power announced dilution, and here is a brand new SEC filing. Yeah, and they said again in this SEC filing that has been already announced that they want to sell up to $1 billion in shares into the market, guys, and which means here in numbers that they plan. I don't know if they already started to do that. That I cannot tell you that. I mean, based on what I see here in the volume profile, I would say yes, they already started, and they said they want to sell up to $10 million per day. Dollar, not shares. What does that mean? So when we have now a float of around 700 million shares, here 780 million shares, and the average trading volume is around 70 million shares. This is what you can see. And if they say, yeah, based on today's price, yeah, everything based on today's price, if they would sell now $10 million each day, yeah, in the market, that would mean, I made here a very quick calculation for you guys, yeah, that would mean they would sell every day 5.8 million additional shares into the market. So when the average trading volume, you can see the price moved here -6%, and we had here 70 million volume, which is almost perfectly here on the dot with the average trading volume. But when they now every day sell 5 million additional shares into the market, and they want to get $1 billion, that would mean for the actual price they would need 100 days to sell all these shares into the market. They said that they want to do that until February 2027. They don't say at which price they will do that, and that is the problem, guys. So if they would do it right now, if they would just sell here 588 million, yeah, because this is here the amount per day, guys. 5.8 million is the amount per day, and they would do that for 100 days, which means they would sell 588 million additional shares into the market. If they would do that right now, based on today's price, then, guys, very, very honest, I'm just honest with you. I cannot, tell you here some fairy tales or whatsoever. That could mean that we see here the 16 cents again, yeah. With this additional downwards pressure, you can see that Plug Power, when we zoom out here a little bit, so alles ausblenden. So when we just zoom out, what happened here since the squeeze here, $72, here was nothing, guys. He was just up, 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 small pullbacks up, gap ups, absolute crazy violence, yeah. Then you can see that is here a usual post squeeze. This is absolute normal here in trading. Post squeeze, smaller post squeeze, and that's it. Sayonara. Since then we have almost no volatility here in Plug Power anymore, and that means the buyers are waiting, guys. We have no big whales buying in here, and when they create now additional downwards pressure with this kind of delusion, that could be very, very awful for the price, guys. So what happens now if they don't do that right now? So what's going on if they don't start to dilute right now and Plug Power starts to squeeze? That is also a problem, guys, because if they sell the shares into a squeezing price, that means that they more or less compress the squeeze potential of Plug Power. Yeah? They say they can just sell up to $10 million in one day. Of course, that depends on the price, how much shares that is. So if we would see here a very strong squeeze, very strong uptrend, then of course they could sell their shares without manipulating the price too much and could of course collect a lot of capital. So for the company it's good, guys, yeah, when they generate new capital, but it's not good for the retail investors, especially when you're holding the stock. But this is what we have right now. So the only thing what we can do is to track here, for example, Fintel, where we can see what is the float for Plug Power, how much shares they are diluting. So you can see we had here 680 million shares back in July, then 818 million. Now the float is 780 million. So I don't know what happened here, if it was a share buyback or whatsoever, or if this was just a reporting error. But this is the information which we have today. So when we see here an increasement of the float, then we can more or less track Plug Power here, how much dilution they do, guys. Yeah, 50-50 Joker. I think that was a very important update. It is not necessary right now to talk about the chart. In my opinion, you know the price goals here. You can also see my previous videos. $1.50, guys, is where my alarm is waiting here. And then, of course, we have $2.07, $2.28, $2.40, and $3.41 as price targets here. Everything explained in the previous video. Plug Power has here an algo squeeze potential of 124%. But if we break this trend channel here and they don't start to dilute, guys, of course, a much higher squeeze is possible. If you want to copy here my price levels from the chart, guys, this is everything based here on TradingView. I show you here the price goals. $1.50 is the buy-in price goal here, not financial advice, just where the algos are waiting, in my opinion. If you want to copy the price levels here, this is everything based on TradingView, the program what you see here, and I use that for all my videos and all my trades. And if you want to learn trading, guys, please invest in yourself and invest in a good chart program. This is what I'm doing since years, and I'm very successful with that. If you also want to get that program, I can offer you here a $15 discount link. Yes, on the premium tier. If you click also the info card here in the corner, you get access to the special TradingView discount link. My friends, that was the very important update on Plug Power. I hope that was helpful for you. The market goes up and down, gives and takes, so be very careful. Always work with a stop loss. This is very important, and I wish you nothing but the best with all your trades with Plug Power. Thank you for your time, and if you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Bis zum nächsten Plug Power Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.